In today's session, we are going to find the volume of a tetrahedron by using integration. Hi, I'm Syed. Welcome to my channel Educate with Syed. Let's get started. The question is, find the volume of the tetrahedron bounded by the planes x is equals to 0, y is equals to 0, z is equals to 0 and x by a plus y by b plus z by c is equals to 1. So we can see that we have the tetrahedron over here bounded by the planes x is equals to 0, y is equals to 0, z is equals to 0 and x by a plus y by b, z by c is equals to 1. We need to find the volume enclosed in this tetrahedron. Volume is always represented by triple integral. So the volume can be represented in this form: triple integral of dx, dy and dz. Now I need to evaluate this triple integral to find out the volume of the tetrahedron. So now I need to find out the limits for all these three integrals. So what is given to us? It is given that x by a plus y by b plus z by c is equals to 1. From here, let me try to find out the value of z. So z by c I will try to retain as it is. On the right hand side you have 1. Try to send these two values on the right hand side. The positive value will become the negative value minus x by a. The positive value will become negative value minus y by b. Therefore, we have z is equals to, just try to cross multiply that c. So, c times of 1 minus x by a minus y by b. So, that is the value of z. So, in the equation, the initial value of z is given as 0. Therefore, the limit values for z will now be, initial value is 0 to the final value that we have got over here is c times of 1 minus x by a minus y by b. Now two more limits I need to find out, that is the x limit value and the y limit value. Now if you want to find out the y limit value should not contain z because we already have the z value over here. So z should not be there. So y limit value has to contain only x. So therefore, let us try to put the value of z to be equals to 0. In this particular equations, let me take this as equation number 1. So put z is equals to 0 in equation number 1. Then equation 1 will imply x by a plus y by b, this z has become 0, will be equals to 1. So from here we can find out the value of y. So y by b as it is equals to 1. Send this x by a on the other side, it is minus of x by a. Or we can cross multiply this b on the other side, it becomes y is equals to, it is b times of 1 minus x by a. So therefore, we have got the limit values for y. Initial value of y is given in the question as 0. So 0 to, what is this value? It is b times of 1 minus x by a. So we have got the limit values of y. So we observe that y contains the variable limit. Now one more limit value is left out, that is x limit value. This x limit value will be the outer limit value. The outer limit should be the constant. So if it is a constant, then x will not contain y, so y will become 0. X will not contain z, therefore z will become 0. So if y becomes 0, z becomes 0, then let us try to see what will be the value of x. So we will try to put the value of y to be 0 and the value of z to be 0 in equation number 1. So we have equation number 1 as x by a plus y by b, y value is 0, plus z by c, z value is 0, is equals to what we have, is equals to 1. So therefore we have x by a is equals to 1, or x will be equals to, cross multiply this a, x will be equals to a. Therefore, what will be the limit values for x? Initial value of x is given in the question as 0. So x is equals to 0 to, what is the final value we have obtained? Final value is a. Now if I just try to plug in all this limit values of x, y and z in the formula for the volume V, then we will be getting, first we will write down the constant limit x is equals to 0 to a. Then we will write down the limits for y, y is equals to 0 to, what we have got, b times of 1 minus x by a. Then z value you have, z value is 0 to c times of 1 minus x by a minus y by b times of. Now here the inner limit value is z, therefore we will try to write down dz. And the second limit value is y, therefore we will try to write down dy. And the outermost limit value is x, therefore we will try to write down dx. Now let us try to integrate this one. This will be equals to integral of x is equals to 0 to a, then integral of y is equals to 0 to, it is b times of 1 minus x by a. Now I will just try to integrate this innermost integral value. Integral of dz is what? Integral of dz will be z. Now what are the limit values over here? Limit values for z will be 0 to, what you have? It is c times of 1 minus x by a minus y by b times of, we have dy dx. This can further be written as integral of x is equals to 0 to a, integral of y is equals to 0 to b times of 1 minus x by a. So let us try to apply the upper and lower limit values. The upper limit value for z is what? C times of 1 minus x by a minus y by b. This is the upper limit value, minus the lower limit value for z is 0 times of what you have, it is dy and dx. So you can just ignore this 0. C is a constant, I will take that c outside. We have integral of x is equals to 0 to a. Now I need to apply the integral for all the three terms individually. So let me try to apply. You have integral of y is equals to 0 to b times of 1 minus x by a. So the first value you have is 1. So 1 times of dy is just dy. This is the first integral. So let me put this under the bracket. So applied the integral for the first term minus. Here the limit value is y. So y is the variable. So which means this x by a is a constant with respect to the given integral with respect to y. So x by a we can take it outside because we have to integrate with respect to y. So therefore we have integral y is equals to, it is 0 to b times of 1 minus x by a into what you have, into dy. Then minus of this minus 1 by b is a constant, we will take it outside. Now apply the integral for this y into dy. So this integral will be integral of y is equals to 0 to b times of 1 minus x by a. What is left out here? It is y times of dy. Into this dx will remain as it is. Further we can write c times of integral x is equals to 0 to a. Let us try to apply the integral. Integral of dy will be y, and we have the value of y to be equals to 0 to b times of 1 minus x by a. So let us keep this bracket as it is, minus x by a, integral of dy will be y, and the limit values for y will be 0 to b times of 1 minus x by a. So close the bracket here also, minus 1 by b as it is, integral of y will be y square by 2, and the limit value for y will be 0 to b times of 1 minus x by a times of this dx. So integration with respect to y is complete. Let us apply the limits. C times of integral of x is equals to 0 to a. Now let us try to apply the limits over here. Upper limit value for y will be b, so b times of 1 minus x by a, minus the lower limit value for y will be 0. Then minus of x by a as it is. Let us further apply the limits. Upper limit value will be b times of 1 minus x by a, minus the lower limit value for y will be 0. And minus of 1 by, you just multiply this constant 2, so 2 times of b is 2b. Let us apply the upper limit value over here. The upper limit value for y will be b, so b times of 1 minus x by a, and it is whole squared because it is y square, whole squared, minus lower limit value for y will be 0 times of this dx as it is. Further, let us try to open this bracket and rewrite this as, this is b times of 1 minus x by a as it is, ignore that 0, minus of, so I will take this b outside over here, and then this x by a I will try to retain as it is, times of what you have, 1 minus x by a, ignore this 0 value, minus 1 by 2b times of, it is squared over here, therefore we will be getting the value as b square times of 1 minus x by a whole square times of this dx as it is. Further, you can cancel out this 1b over here, and if you try to observe, this term contains b, this term contains b, and this term also contains b. So therefore we can take b common outside. So bc will come outside. You have integral of x is equals to 0 to a. So you are left out here with 1 minus x by a, minus of, since this b has gone outside, let us try to multiply this minus x by a with 1. So minus x by a with 1 is minus x by a. Then minus of minus will become plus x by a into x by a, which is nothing but x square by a square. Here minus of this 1 by 2 as it is. Now this is in the form of a minus b whole square, that is nothing but a square, that is 1 square is 1, minus of 2ab, so 2 times of a is 1, b is x by a. So a square minus 2ab plus b square. So the value of b over here is x by a, so x by a square times of this dx as it is. We shall further simplify before we go for integration. So bc as it is, integral of x is equals to 0 to a. So this 1 as it is, minus x by a minus x by a is nothing but minus 2x by a plus this x square by a square as it is. Now multiply this minus half inside, minus half times of 1 will be minus half, again minus of minus will be plus, half times of what you have, it is 2x by a, this term. Further, this minus half has to be multiplied by plus x by a whole square. So minus into plus will be minus half times of x by a whole square, or I can write it as x square by a square times of dx. Further, we can see that this 2 and this 2 will cancel out. This will be equals to bc times of integral x is equals to 0 to a. If you try to observe over here, it is 1 minus of half will be half. Further, if you try to observe these two values, one is minus 2 times of x by a, right, this particular value, and here you have another value plus just x by a. So it is minus 2 times of x by r. You can just take x by a common outside. What will be left out here? Minus 2 plus 1. So minus 2 plus 1 is what? Minus 1. So x by a times of minus 1, or can I write this as minus x by a? So therefore we get the value to be equals to minus x by a. And further we have this x square by a and minus half times of x square by a. So it is 1 minus half, right? So 1 minus half will be what? Half. You will be getting half times of x square by a square times of this dx as it is. Now you can integrate this one. So BC as it is. Apply the integral for the first term. Half is a constant. It will be outside. Integral of x is equals to 0 to a. Since half is taken outside, you are just left out with dx times of dx minus. Here 1 by a is a constant. Then you have integral of x is equals to 0 to a. So you are left out with x times of dx, x dx, plus here 1 by 2, and this a square is a constant outside. Apply the integral there. So we will be getting integral of x is equals to 0 to a. What you have? X square times of dx. Now let us try to integrate this one. BC as it is half times of integral of dx will be x, and the limit values for x will be x is equals to 0 to a, minus 1 by a as it is. Integration of x will be x square by 2. So limit values for x will be 0 to a, and plus this 1 by 2 a square as it is. Integration of x square is what? X cube by 3. Limit values for x will be 0 to a. Now let us try to apply the limits over here. BC as it is half times of. Apply the upper limit value for x is a, minus the lower limit value for x will be 0, minus 1 by, multiply this 2 times of a. The upper limit value for x will be a, so a square, minus the lower limit value for x will be 0, plus 1 by 3 times of 2 is 6, 6a square. Apply the upper limit value for x, it is a, so a cube, minus the lower limit value for x will be 0. Close this bracket. This BC as it is, just multiply half times of a will be a by 2, minus. So here a square by a, 1a will cancel out here, right? So 1a will be left out. Divided by what? Divided by 2. Since 1a has been cancelled out, you are left out with a by 2. Here plus a cube by a square. So can I cancel out a square value? If a square cancels out, what will be left out in the numerator? Only a. A by what? A by 6 is left out. Further we can see that this plus a by 2 and minus a by 2 will cancel out. So we are just left out with, multiply it, BC into a, it is ABC by 6. Hence we have got the volume V to be equals to ABC by 6, and the unit for volume will be cubic unit. So that's the final solution. So that's all I have for today. If you like my video, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.